Hey guys, we're just waiting for Max to go to the bathroom.
Where's
We're already
Max?
live.
Oh, you guys. I was in the bathroom.
Okay, so sorry about the feedback volume. Okay.
Hello, MNP. Welcome to today's live stream. It's a very great day. And we have our backlit MNP logo again.
Yay.
It appears backwards to us, but hey, at least our words aren't backwards.
True.
Anyway, Peyton, you have a story for us, correct?
Well, I actually have two, but my first one is about someone who ordered a package and gave some special shipping instructions. Knock on the door 3 times. And yell abracadabra as loud as you can. 3, 2, 1. Abracadabra! And run away. Well, this was all caught on one of those Nest doorbell cameras. So the next time you order a package from Amazon, see what they can do. Give them some special shipping instructions. Now to Norm for the best hot air balloon ride of the century.
No.
Well, what I'm talking about today is this right here, which is the spaceship Neptune. It's actually a very high-tech, very luxurious
Whoa!
capsule. Oops.
Ow!
That will ascend into the upper stratosphere. That's about 100,000 feet. And it will carry up to 8 people and a pilot. It includes a bathroom too, and you can have meals up there as well. There's windows all the way around it, so you can see the entire curvature of the Earth. It's the closest thing to being in space without going on a rocket.
Who's
They're
the...
going to start testing in the first of the year, 2021. And it's going to be launched out of Cape Canaveral. It's the same launch facility that the shuttles used to use. The balloon itself is like 650 feet tall, and each person is going to pay $125,000 for the privilege of going up in this. And it's not just tourists. They're actually going to do some research as well, and they'll be going up into space and do things that you can only do in the upper stratosphere. So anyway, coming soon, 2021 for testing for the spaceship Neptune.
Well, my binoculars seem to say that there's 2 people or 3 people. I think that's a 2. Okay.
Yeah, one's downstairs. The other's downstairs.
So thank you
I
for
think.
telling us about the hydrogen balloon, was it?
Yes, it's
Hydrogen balloon, not hot air balloon. There's a difference. Hydrogen, whatever. Anyway, it's time for our open letter of the day. Do you have the letter?
You get one every day.
Not every. Well,
Well, you said of the day.
of the week. I meant
Wait.
quick letter.
the
We have
open
it.
letter. Is it in the file? Oh, here it is.
Found it.
Ah,
Today's open letter is from
Stupid chair.
Mr. Kevin McDoon.
Kevin.
Let's see what he has to say. Dear Mr. Tech, how can I fix my computer?
Ow.
So my computer will not turn on, and I appear to be missing a couple of power cables on my motherboard. The specs are as follows. A AMD Ryzen Threadripper 3990X, which is a very good processor. It is a 64-core processor, boost clocked or overclocked to 4.3 gigahertz per core, which
Wow.
is
nice.
Intel Xeon can't do that. I'll tell you that. Not custom liquid cooling, but Thermaltake liquid cooling. 64 gigabytes of RAM, an Asus Rampage 5 eATX motherboard, a Gigabyte RTX 2080 Ti, which is a incredible graphics card, and he has 2 of these in his machine. Each one is actually priced around $2,500.
And it won't turn on.
And it won't turn on. Like, his PC is like a $12,000 PC, and it won't even turn on. He has 16 terabytes of storage, which is way more than you would ever need for gaming. And Windows 7 Premium SP1. Now, the case, he got rid of the power supply and replaced it with a 650 watt power supply. And he says, please send help.
Wait, I know. Here's your answer. What's his name again?
Kevin McDoomer.
Hey, Kevin. I have some advice. If you want this issue to be fixed, buy a Mac and never build computers again.
His name is Mac Doomer, though.
Yeah,
So
so.
yeah, that's one point.
Okay, so there are several things wrong with his computer. So his computer will not turn on because the processor, the RAM, and the motherboard are not compatible with each other.
Oops.
So I don't even know how he fit the processor into the motherboard, but if you broke your processor, that's like $4,000, buddy. Also, your power supply that you replaced it with is not going to provide sufficient wattage, nor does it have the proper Molex cable, the 4-pin one that you need. So while your computer will turn on, if you're missing that little power connector, things like overclocking will actually reduce performance because of your power supply not providing enough wattage. Even if it did provide enough wattage, I meant. Because you have a 1,148 wattage machine and you've got 650 watts power in it. Your case, you can keep it, although your USB-C and USB 3.2 will not work because your motherboard does not have the proper headers for it. And your operating system, you need a new operating system because certain Windows operating systems can only support a certain amount of memory. You have 64 gigabytes, it supports 4 gigabytes.
Ouch.
So, with all that being said, storage, you'll probably only need that, and unless you're working with red or slow-mo footage, you'll be fine. You can upgrade to 256 gigs of Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro memory, which you originally had 240 pin memory, and your motherboard supported 284 pin. 284 pin. That sounds about right. And for those of you wondering if it matters that the RAM, so if my RAM is this long and my socket is this long, will it matter? Well, yes, because your notch might not line up properly, and also it won't fit in. So if you drop or wiggle your RAM around, you run into possible fracture, and it will break, and you'll have a bad day trying to get out the pins. So you can change up your memory to still keep it an Asus, but an ROG Zenith 2 Extreme Alpha. Same form factor, everything you'd ever need, and it's got like 8 memory slots on it.
Which is going to cost them.
The upgrades total, I don't know the original price of the motherboard. If you might actually save money.
Just a guess.
Well, the price that I'm looking at right now, $14,000.
They paid about 12 to start with,
I think he paid about 12 to start with.
so you got 2,000 more to go.
Yes. Now, if your processor is broken, you will need to replace that because unless you got lucky and it bent like one of the pins that you didn't need, which odds are it probably isn't because processors nowadays, Ryzen Gen 5 or whatever, that requires all the pins. But your liquid cooling is plenty, especially for overclocking, because thankfully Ryzen doesn't get too hot. Is that a 2 still? Yeah, it's hard to tell. Your graphics card, plenty for gaming because you have 2-way crossfire, which is plenty. Storage, fine. Your power supply has to get upgraded to a 1600 watt or really 1300 watts is going to be your minimum wattage that you would want because overclocking might use like another 100 watts. But just to be on the safe side, go with a 80 plus rated titanium certified 1600 watt is what I would recommend. And also your operating system, make sure it can support your RAM. That's all I've got in my notes. Let's see. Yep, that's all I've got in my script. So yeah, that is how you will fix up your computer. And also, for those of you guys watching, you've got some extra knowledge. So Peyton, you said you had 2 stories, correct?
So,
What did you say?
I said you had another story.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna have to clean all that stuff up once this is done, right?
No, you are.
Whoa!
Also, I have something to share with you, like he said, before I fell asleep and bored to death. Okay, so this is a cool hotel in the Swiss Alps called Nolstern. It has no windows, no doors, or even no walls. There's only a queen bed, 2 bedside tables, and a lamp. Also, it includes a butler to cater for all of your needs, including breakfast and dinner in bed. Lunch, I don't know about that. But there is also a bathroom like 5 minutes down the mountain. The view is so good and everything is so luxurious. You'll be surprised to hear that the price is $210. Considering you're 6,453 feet in the air, well, that's a pretty good price.
sounds
Is
good
it
to
time
me.
for me to close?
Yeah.
I'm loading up our live stream right now. Yeah, so it's only 2 viewers. So I was right. Hey, I was right. Anyway, thank you guys for checking out this MNP live broadcast. We've got a lot to clean up. Magnets, all the junk that was over by our open letter. And yeah. But yeah. So guess we'll see you guys in our next video or live stream. Make sure you say something. For those of you watching, say something in the chat so I know who you are. And
You didn't show a picture of the hotel on the mountain.
It didn't print.
You should have showed it on your computer.
we didn't show the picture of the hotel because it did not turn out right
I'm gonna
and
try to
nothing
find it.
printed. We will try to show you, so please wait momentarily.
I think it's working.
I hope so.
Yep, I got a picture. Ow! Stupid magnets. This is the Nolstern.
Beautiful.
You can see all the.
That's the Nolstern. So,
You should shut
no
up
walls or
and warm light.
anything. It's all just
I'm gonna turn off that warm light.
really high up in the mountain. So, like he said, thank you for watching this live stream of MNP News.
Thanks. Where your safety is our #1 priority.
It's entertainment.
Oh, we changed it to entertainment now.
Where your entertainment is our #1
Priority.
priority.
Guys, just stop.